Can a country on the brink of desertification really turn its environmental fate around? Burkina Faso is showing the world it's possible. Under President Ibrahim Traoré, the nation is reclaiming its land, and it's leading the charge in the battle against desertification. Join me as we uncover how Burkina Faso is reshaping its future with bold action and a game-changing land restoration program. The struggles of desertification. To fully appreciate the importance of this land restoration initiative, it's crucial to understand the environmental challenges that Burkina Faso faces. If you've ever traveled through the country, you may have witnessed the encroaching desert firsthand. Burkina Faso sits in the Sahel, a semi-arid region that stretches across Africa, and the country has been hit hard by extreme climatic conditions. Desertification, which turns fertile land into barren desert, is one of the major threats facing the region. This isn't just an environmental issue, it's a socio-economic crisis. The impact of desertification on local communities is severe. As the land becomes more and more barren, crop yields drop, and livelihoods become increasingly difficult to sustain. For many farmers, the land they've relied on for generations can no longer support their families. Food security and employment opportunities are directly impacted, creating a vicious cycle of poverty and displacement. But it's not just Burkina Faso facing this battle. The entire Sahel region, stretching across countries like Mali, Niger, and Chad, is struggling with desertification. Climate change has worsened the situation over the years, with increasingly erratic rainfall patterns, prolonged droughts, and rising temperatures. According to the United Nations, desertification now impacts over 40% of the world's land area, and the Sahel is among the most vulnerable regions. For Burkina Faso, these environmental changes have driven people to migrate in search of better prospects. As the desert advances, communities in the Sahel are forced to leave their homes in hopes of finding fertile land and more sustainable living conditions. So, something had to change. Enter the Burkina Faso Land Restoration and Resilience Program, which is actively working to reverse these dangerous trends. Burkina Faso's Land Restoration and Resilience Project. The Burkina Faso Land Restoration and Resilience Program, launched with the support of international organizations like the World Bank and the Great Green Wall Initiative, represents a massive leap toward environmental recovery. This program aims to restore more than 300,000 hectares of degraded land by 2030, with an estimated budget exceeding $100 million. Through various restoration strategies, the initiative aims to combat desertification, rebuild ecosystems, and empower local communities. But how does this program work, and what sets it apart from other environmental efforts? Let's break it down. Agroforestry. A core component of the restoration program is agroforestry, which integrates trees into agricultural systems. By combining agriculture with forestry, agroforestry helps restore soil fertility, protect crops from wind erosion, and increase overall land resilience to droughts. This is especially important in regions like the Sahel, where water is scarce and droughts are frequent. Trees also help conserve moisture in the soil, which improves its ability to sustain crops during dry periods. Farmers in Burkina Faso are receiving training in agroforestry techniques, learning how to plant drought-resistant trees that thrive in harsh conditions. These trees not only restore the environment, but also provide valuable resources like fruit, firewood, and timber, which contribute to the livelihoods of rural communities. A prime example is the moringa tree, a hardy plant known for its nutritional value and resistance to drought. Moringa is becoming a staple in the fight against desertification, offering both food and income to struggling communities. Agroforestry is truly a game changer. Not only does it combat desertification, but it also creates a sustainable agricultural model that benefits both the environment and the people. As the program continues to expand, more farmers are adopting these techniques, making agroforestry a cornerstone of Burkina Faso's long-term resilience. Reforestation. Reforestation plays an equally critical role in Burkina Faso's land restoration efforts. Across the country, vast expanses of barren land and hillsides are being reforested with native tree species that were once stripped away by overuse and poor land management. These reforestation efforts are not just improving the environment, they're also creating a sense of community and empowerment, particularly for women. Women's cooperatives are at the forefront of this movement, planting thousands of trees in some of the most arid regions of Burkina Faso. Not only are these women restoring the land, but they are also creating green jobs, boosting their incomes, and fostering a sense of hope. In fact, the role of women in this initiative has been crucial to its success. As they plant and nurture trees, they are helping to shape the future of their communities. Reforestation efforts also have broader environmental benefits. The trees planted absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen, improving air quality and reducing the overall effects of climate change. Over time, these reforestation projects will help restore biodiversity, bringing back essential ecosystems that support wildlife and agricultural activities. Climate-smart agriculture. Land restoration is about more than just planting trees. It's also about transforming the way people farm. The Burkina Faso Land Restoration Program promotes climate-smart agriculture, a set of farming practices designed to improve agricultural productivity while minimizing environmental impact. This approach is critical in a country where every drop of water counts and the climate is unpredictable. One of the key components of climate-smart agriculture is water harvesting techniques. These techniques allow farmers to capture and store rainwater for use during dry periods, reducing dependence on erratic rainfall patterns. This strategy is particularly useful in regions like the Sahel, where long droughts can devastate crops. By using rainwater more efficiently, farmers are able to maintain a consistent water supply for their crops, ensuring better yields. Additionally, crop rotation and other soil conservation methods are helping to preserve soil health and prevent erosion. By rotating crops and employing sustainable farming practices, farmers can restore soil fertility, reduce the risk of land degradation, and maintain a more resilient agricultural system. The social impact. The Burkina Faso Land Restoration Program goes beyond environmental recovery, it's also transforming lives. Restoring the land directly impacts the people who depend on it for their livelihoods. With healthier land, farmers can produce more food, improving food security and reducing hunger. This program is reducing the need for migration as rural communities become more self-sufficient and economically stable. Perhaps most notably, the program is creating green jobs, particularly for women and youth. Young people are learning new skills in agriculture, forestry, and land management, which provide them with valuable job opportunities in their communities. For women, the program provides not just economic independence, but also the opportunity to participate actively in environmental restoration efforts. The increased availability of sustainable jobs has made a significant impact on reducing migration. Instead of seeking work abroad, many young people are now able to find employment in the communities where they were born in. This shift is essential for both social stability and economic growth. Innovative approaches to land restoration. As we dive deeper into the components of Burkina Faso's Land Restoration and Resilience Program, it's essential to highlight some of the groundbreaking strategies being implemented. These approaches are not just theoretical, they are already transforming the landscape and showing promising results. Water management. One of the most innovative solutions within the program is water management. In a region like the Sahel, where rainfall is unpredictable and often insufficient, having access to water is vital for survival. Burkina Faso is making strides in water harvesting techniques, which are proving to be invaluable for its agricultural systems. Farmers are now trained to build simple yet effective water harvesting structures, such as basins and dams. These structures collect and store rainwater during the wet season, allowing farmers to use it during the dry season. This technique ensures that crops can be irrigated even when there is little to no rainfall, making agriculture more reliable in the face of climate change. Additionally, rainwater harvesting supports the regeneration of groundwater sources, creating a sustainable cycle of water use that strengthens the overall ecosystem. By ensuring a consistent water supply, this technique helps preserve soil moisture, protect crops, and foster agricultural growth during harsh dry spells. The role of livestock in land restoration. Another key element of the Land Restoration Initiative involves integrating livestock into the restoration efforts. In many parts of Burkina Faso, livestock plays a central role in the economy. However, overgrazing and unsustainable grazing practices have contributed significantly to land degradation. The solution lies in sustainable livestock management practices that allow for better land use without further damage to the soil. To address this, the Burkina Faso program emphasizes controlled grazing. This involves rotating livestock between different areas of land to prevent overgrazing in one spot. Additionally, the initiative encourages the use of improved fodder that is more nutritious and resilient to drought conditions. By improving the overall health of livestock and ensuring that grazing patterns are sustainable, the program is supporting both the environment and the livelihoods of farmers who depend on livestock. Social innovation. A crucial aspect of this program is its commitment to involving local communities in every step of the restoration process. It's not just about planting trees or harvesting water, it's about changing the way communities view and interact with their environment. The program is working to build local capacity by providing education and resources that empower the people most affected by desertification. One standout feature of the program is the involvement of women and youth. In many rural areas, women are the backbone of agricultural work, yet their contributions often go unnoticed or underappreciated. The Burkina Faso Land Restoration Program actively seeks to elevate the role of women by creating opportunities for leadership in restoration efforts. From managing tree nurseries to participating in reforestation activities, women are leading the charge in transforming their environment. Youth, too, are playing a pivotal role in the program's success. With the training and skills provided by the project, young people are gaining new perspectives on sustainable land management. Many are returning to rural communities, applying the skills they've learned, and creating a future that offers more than just survival, it offers growth and prosperity. Another vital component of the program is education. Through outreach programs, farmers and community members are learning about sustainable land practices, climate change, and how they can actively participate in restoring their environment. This educational shift is gradually changing the culture of land stewardship in Burkina Faso. Workshops and training sessions teach community members how to use organic fertilizers, prevent soil erosion, and incorporate climate-smart practices into their daily farming routines. By fostering a sense of responsibility towards the environment, the program ensures that these restoration practices will continue to flourish long after the international support ends. How Burkina Faso's success can inspire the Sahel. The Burkina Faso Land Restoration and Resilience Program is a national effort. Its ripple effects are being felt across the Sahel. Other countries in the region, facing similar challenges of desertification, are looking to Burkina Faso's success as a model to follow. It's clear that no one country can address desertification in isolation. The Sahel needs a collective effort. Burkina Faso's commitment to the Great Green Wall Initiative is helping drive regional collaboration. Countries like Niger, Mali, Chad, and others are increasingly taking steps to restore their land, with Burkina Faso's example serving as an inspiration. As more nations adopt similar practices, the Sahel's chances of mitigating desertification and fostering environmental resilience improve. One of the key advantages of Burkina Faso's approach is its integration of indigenous knowledge with modern techniques. Local communities have long known how to cope with the land's challenges, but the addition of modern scientific methods amplifies their capacity to restore the environment. This blend of traditional wisdom with innovative technologies provides a holistic solution that is both effective and sustainable. Burkina Faso's restoration program has gained recognition far beyond the Sahel. International organizations and environmental advocates are taking notice of the country's pioneering work. The success of this program sends a powerful message to the global community. If the Sahel can restore its land, so can other regions facing similar challenges. This recognition is not just ceremonial, it has practical implications. The program's success has attracted more investments from international donors, including the African Development Bank and the European Union. These partnerships are critical to the continuation and expansion of the program, ensuring that it can meet its goal of restoring 300,000 hectares by 2030. Burkina Faso's commitment to the Great Green Wall and its broader environmental efforts highlight the importance of collaborative action. Desertification knows no borders, and neither should the efforts to combat it. The more countries that unite in this global fight, the greater the chance of reversing the effects of desertification on a global scale. Burkina Faso's Land Restoration and Resilience Program offers hope for a sustainable future, not just for the country, but for the entire Sahel region. By embracing innovative solutions like agroforestry, reforestation, and climate-smart agriculture, they're combating desertification and empowering their communities. With continued support and collaboration, Burkina Faso is on track to meet its goals by 2030, and it's setting an example for the world. If you believe in the power of environmental change, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more inspiring stories of global transformation.